Well, hello again, everyone. I just wanted to do a quick check-in of my progress so far, what I've been doing, um, and, how I've been feeling and everything. So, I think I documented I started at 282.2, but I had weighed myself a little bit late, like a couple of days after I started the diet. I weighed myself this morning, and I was down to 278, right at 278 pounds. And so I've lost a little bit of weight, and it's been now a couple of weeks almost. So today is actually day 13. If I'm not calculating right, I put, yeah, because even though day one was the 29th. Yeah, that's, like I said, I started a day or two before I started taking my journal notes and everything, and, anyway, but I officially started myself on the 29th and said, okay, well, I'm going to try to keep track of everything I'm doing. I was real good. I felt like a lot of people seemed to be losing a lot more drastic weight than I did in the very beginning, and so it discouraged me a little bit that I've only lost down to 278, and in the middle, I actually kind of, I guess I had fluid. I lost, and I was back up again to 282, and I'm like, why am I not losing any weight? And I guess I had fluid still, and plus in the beginning I was eating a whole lot more cheese than I think that I should have been eating, and I said, well, I'm going to decrease my dairy a little bit and just try to focus more on meats, and that is how now I've lost the little bit that I've lost now, down to 278, but I have lost some, and that's definitely going in the right direction. So I don't want to beat myself up, because I've really stuck to eating only animal products. I have not had any sugars or sweeteners. I'm trying to stay away from any kind of like vegetable oils and things like that, and just focusing on eating meat. Sometimes it's a little harder for me to eat like steaks, beef, the real good, the good stuff. I say real good stuff. For me, it's real good because I barely can afford chicken, but I have stuck to chicken, and I've had ground beef, and I had some shrimp throughout the week. So my meals kind of in the morning look like a few eggs, a couple pieces of bacon, and the first few days that I started doing it, I was doing like 3 meals a day, and then now I'm kind of doing just 2 mainly. Just like in the morning, I'll get up and I'll have something to eat, and I will have my electrolytes, and I like to put the electrolytes. They say that I hear a lot of people talking about the LMNT electrolytes, so those are pretty expensive, and I can't afford that. But there was a late girl online, and forgive me, if I find her again, I'll try to post her link, because I kind of just copied the recipe she had, and she had a recipe that put the ratios of what you get in an element pack, but you mix it yourself. And it's probably a little bit of an initial investment, but almost as amount, it wasn't really too much more than you would have bought for a box, of the element packets, and you can make a whole lot more with it. And so it's going to go further, it's going to last you longer, and it's not convenient little travel packs, but you get the same benefit from it. And so I went ahead and I made that, and I do believe that has helped me not have like some of the major symptoms. I did have the poo-poo, the diarrhea at the beginning, and I still have that some, but it's really not as bad now as it was in the very beginning. And I felt like tired. Like in the middle of the day, I would feel really tired. I'm actually starting to feel a little bit better now. I usually around, it's weird because I'll get up in the morning and I'll be pretty tired when I first get up. And then about 8 o'clock at night or so, I'll be like pumped, ready, like I'm ready to do something about 8, but it's strange. It's starting to balance out a little bit more now, but I've always been a real night person, so it gets a little bit later, and I'm like up, I want to go, But that's really been because here lately I have felt, before I started this diet, every day I was tired all day. I didn't want to do anything. I feel sick all the time. But here lately, over the last few days, after I've been doing this for a little while, I am starting to feel, motivated. I don't really have another word for it. Like, I have energy that I felt like I hadn't had in a very long time. So that part is getting better. And this next week, now I do have some other issues going on that I don't really want to go into. It's not related to the diet, but it's causing me a little bit of pain. And so I'll probably wait one more week before I try to start going back to the gym. But my plan is to start going back to the gym and get into the water aerobics, because that's pretty low impact, to start with. I'm so fortunate to have a gym here that I can go and do they got the swimming pool, I can go and do the water aerobics. And then after I get, into doing that, and try to do that 3 days a week and, get used to it for a couple weeks. And then I want to try to incorporate some, strength training gradually. Get myself moving, But other than that, so I have lost a little bit of weight. I've stuck to the animal products only. I think cheeses is what really has made it slower. That's my only explanation, because like I say, in the beginning I did eat more, and I've kind of teetered down. I feel more satisfied, but and I also had a habit of where I wanted to always snack at night. I should have mentioned this too. I've always been that way. Like, it gets late and I think I get hungry, and then I want to eat, and I want to eat a lot. And there was a night or two where I did that, but I didn't eat any, I ate animal product food only, but I had quite a bit of cheese with it. And it wasn't just one piece of cheese, it was more like 3 or 4 pieces of cheese. And I said, well, that must be my problem. And I know that, especially with the eating at night, sometimes it's not that I'm hungry, it's habit. It's like, and eating has always been an emotional thing, and so that was my pitfall, and I had to recognize that and make a concerted effort to not, when I get that urge, to tell myself, well, I'm not gonna mess that up today. I'm not gonna snack at night. So, I did, the last couple nights I did not snack late at night at all, and I just had my 2 meals, and so I think that is starting to help me. And that, I plan to keep, doing that. And I'm sure every day, every day is a challenge. Every day I tell myself, I'm going to do right today. And I have to stay on it. And I will say that it is more difficult because my family, my mom lives here with me in my home. And, she's not doing the diet. And she doesn't want to do the diet. And that's fine. She supports me in doing it, but she doesn't want to do it herself. But I'm going to tell you, it's hard seeing all of these things around here that I can't get rid of because she doesn't want to get rid of them. She wants those things. She says, well, I might eat that. But it's in my face. And so I want it, but I can't have it. And so, especially in the beginning, that's a struggle. So if you are in a situation where you can clean out your pantries, donate it, whatever you need to do to get it out of sight, out of mind, I do believe that that is ideal. Because if you have to make an effort to go and get something that you're not really supposed to have, it's less likely you're going to go out and do it. You know, we're human nature. We like convenience, right? And if it's not convenient for us, maybe we'll say, well, I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't feel like going out and getting it. You know, and it's not worth it to go out and get it. But for me, it's right there. It's right there all the time. So I've had to really be disciplined and just say no. It's like they say, you know, when you have an alcoholic in the house or whatever, you don't want a bunch of alcohol in the house too. It's the same thing. You don't want a bunch of sugar in the house with a sugarholic. And so that's my struggle. That's my challenge. But I have been good, and I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing. And for the few people that did watch my video and a couple subscribers, I thank you very much. And I will keep everyone posted. Thanks. Have a good day.